Hi, this is A once again for High Five Sci Vibes Tarot. This is your daily 3 card spread, past, present, and future. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay because perhaps tomorrow's message is the one for you. I do this every day, and you just have to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This could also be for a friend, but you could check out the link in the description box below for the continuation of this reading for your oracle guidance spread. You could see there oracle guidance cards as a continuation or an advice what the universe wants you to know regarding this reading. As you can see, we have a new setup here, and I apologize, it feels it has some sense of a gloomy vibe, and it's dark because it's raining here, and perhaps you could also hear the rain in the background. I hope you enjoy it as much as we do, and if you hear some voice in the background, perhaps I'm not sure if you could hear it, but I can strongly hear that background because I live near the church, and every day they have this novena or rosary. Oh, you have nice cards. What is this all about? Right off the bat, I could feel that you are forgiving. You're on the road towards forgiving others, also perhaps yourself, but I feel like it's others. You're laying the burden down, and perhaps in the past you have been carrying the burden. You are doing everything that you could just to push through with this, just to make it happen, just to make it work. What is this all about? Okay, this could this could have something to do with a relationship with others, not necessarily, but this could also be a relationship with yourself. You have been wanting, perhaps you have been wanting to leave the situation or relationship behind, but you are not just getting the courage to do so. I don't see here the devil card, which means abuse and codependence or addiction, but there is some sense of that. There's a vibe of that in here. Perhaps you are in a relationship you are in a relationship with someone who does not value yourself, who does not care about you. Not necessarily not care about you, because you just can't you can't judge a person's actions because you are not that person. So from your end or from your perspective, perhaps it feels like, and it is showing, that this person is not caring for you or not giving you what you feel that you deserve. You could be wanting to move away from this relationship for the longest time, but you just can't have the courage to do so. You have here the 8 of Cups. This is your overarching energy, and this is a feeling of you are feeling the loss, feeling the fear of loss. Perhaps, as I've mentioned, you wanted to move out of this relationship, but you fear that you will lose a part of yourself, or perhaps lose your better half, lose a great part of yourself. But guess what? You don't need anybody to fill your cup. We always think that we should have a better half, and that person should fill the void that we have within us, because that is not true, at least from my perspective, because your self-love is mightier than any other person's love. Of course, unconditional love and our parents' love are better and could be better based on our perspective or some other people's perspective. But in relationships in general, if you do not know how to fill your own cup and you don't have a life of your own, you run the risk of expecting that from your person. And this is the card. Perhaps this is where you're coming from. You are fearing the loss of someone, so you do not want to walk away from that relationship. This is walking away, self-love journey. So perhaps that is the challenge, that is challenge for you. You know, deep inside of you, something does not feel right. Something is not fulfilling. Something is not emotionally fulfilling for you. So you have been carrying that burden in the past. You are not delegating. What happened? You are not delegating tasks. You are carrying all the burden. You're carrying all the burden, and you're giving without identifying how your needs would be met. So as a result, perhaps you are getting exhausted, getting tired. Look at her, she's so exhausted. Or you could also be a man, he's exhausted. You're carrying all the burden, and perhaps you do not delegate tasks. If you are married to this person, you are not being a leader. You are carrying all the burden, and you are focused on your emotional space, in your heart space. I'm not saying this is not nice, because you are the queen. This is receptive energy, empathetic, loving, emotionally stable, nurturing. You are this person, and you are standing your ground in terms of your heart space, that you are making the decision that this is where I stand, this is what I will do, and I will love this person as long as I can. Oh, which is nice. But if a part of you don't have to change this. I'm not saying that you have to change this. If this is you, stick with it. Stick with it. And which is what I feel like you will be doing, because in the future you would just make amends, and you would come from that heart space once again and forgive and forget about the situation. This is letting go of conflict. Five of Swords in upright position is conflict. And perhaps you are staying away from that kind of conflict. You will reconcile. You will reconcile and find it within you to still come from your heart space. And perhaps this is exhausting you. You have here the Eight of Cups. I would support your decision to just stick with that loving, with your heart space, with your loving space, to continue forgiving and letting everything else go so you can move forward. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have here the Eight of Cups, and this is not here for just nothing. This is here for a reason, and this has something to do with self-love. Perhaps what the universe wants you to know is to go into that self-love journey, make this card upright, find your self-love, self-care ritual, so you will not make amends and you will not let go of conflict just so to avoid the argument. So what does that mean? For you, if you go into that self-love journey, you will realize that you would have to let everything go to make amends and to forgive everybody else for you and not for the relationship. So I guess I would have to leave it at that. Please like, share, and subscribe, or check out the link in the description box below for the continuation of this reading, for the oracle guidance, or what the universe wants you to know. Thank you, and bye!